the league at running the ball, sitting in fourth. It's the Jaguars and the Vikings, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
To the air with McCarthy. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. On play action, now McCarthy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He finds his man complete. It's Hoffman. Past the 20. 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking 1 drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Here's Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Dobbs goes in motion. Now Lawrence to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 catches, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's trying to prove the adage, it's not just how you start, it's how you finish. And he is finishing awfully strong, takes great care of his body. I expect him to go ahead and put a capper on this season.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Zone infraction, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Perry. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And this one is right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Etienne up the middle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 6. McCarthy off the play fake. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Trayvon Walker has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jaguars offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. And he's been one of the most consistent pieces of their offense all year long, no doubt. Shouldn't be much of a surprise then to see him among the league leaders in rushing here late in the season. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pressure comes and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Lawrence will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Here's Ethan Evans now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fielded just inside the 20. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now Etienne to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Here's McCarthy. He finds his man, complete. It's Hoffman. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Throwing is McCarthy. A short throw caught by Andrews. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Straight ahead, Etienne. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw McCarthy. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Tyreek Hill, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This is Perry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Lawrence being chased out left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Encroachment, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Now Lawrence. That's complete to his running back, Perry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He gets it to Thomas. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. In motion comes the tight end left. Here's Lawrence to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Perry. There's the stiff arm. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now 2nd and 9.
19-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. Musgrave's got it out right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw. Lawrence. This will be caught at about the 5. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They run with Perry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go. Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 29-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Perry. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll motion McLaurin left. From the gun on 3rd down. Lawrence. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
But they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. McCarthy operating from the gun. And this is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's going to try and take off with it. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. On play action, now McCarthy. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. To the air with McCarthy. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Lawrence. Completes it to Perry. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a give, right side. Perry. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Throwing the out route and complete. That's Hoffman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. Sticking with a pass, here's McCarthy. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. 2nd and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 3rd down and 13. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Flush to his right. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Perry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd down and 8.
Now Lawrence to throw. That is caught. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. It's Perry. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And Thomas has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Lawrence will throw. And it's caught. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Here's 3rd and 7. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Under pressure, they got him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Dobbs goes in motion. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he can't escape, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Ooh, with a juke. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence eluding the pressure right.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Perry, and he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
3rd down and 6.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Lawrence.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Lawrence.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now Lawrence.
Steps away to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. Back now in Jacksonville. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now they bring the tight end in motion right. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down and goal.
And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling with this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Vikings send out the punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Over the middle, it's Thomas. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Etienne
found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A give, it's Etienne off the option.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Looking to throw McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here's McCarthy.
It's Hill, complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Throwing is McCarthy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Throwing again, McCarthy.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 20-yard line. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here.
McCarthy off the play fake. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. To the air with McCarthy.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Back to the ground with Etienne.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Now McCarthy. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
McPherson's kick is good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes it to Perry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Perry. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now again, right side. It's Perry. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Perry. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for